Alright guys, before we head into the video, what the frick, man? I literally made a video telling you guys that the reason I do this channel is so that I can produce for you the results to wokeness in our media and wokeness in our storytelling. Well, here's the simple truth. You guys are not freaking picking up my crap. So I don't know what it is. You guys will literally give $50, $60, $70 to dog trash companies and games, woke products. Suicide Squad, you will give it to, what the frick was Dragon Age the Veilguard, man? That game was trash. And yet you guys will give your money to these developers who hate you, to these developers who will not give to you a proper story. Listen, man, Umbral Stalker is one of the best freaking stories out there. This is what brings back superheroes, anti-heroes. It brings back everything. It's literally everything you've ever asked for out of a freaking character with powers. You could just pick up Umbral Stalker and get a great story. You refuse to pick it up. And by the way, it's not past me. Maybe you guys cannot read. Maybe you're retarded. I understand. And maybe my audience is full of black people. I think that's also probably the case. Listen, we're very diverse around here. I love you all. Anyways, you're also retarded. Anyways, guys, I made the Queen's Festival is a classical fairy tale. It is a fairy tale that is what basically happens when women grow up out of being a princess into a queen. What happens? It is one of the best stories out there. You won't pick it up. Invincigirl is a hilarious super heroine who literally takes herself too seriously. You guys, that's what you would freaking want if you imagined, wow, I wonder who's going to make a funny superhero character that takes herself too seriously and she's a girl boss. You won't pick it up. The Realm Lords Apocrypha. Love of God, bro. Now I'm still working on it. Doesn't freaking matter. You want something that's the next Lord of the Rings, the next Game of Thrones? I don't go out of my way to be like any of these guys. But guess what? You want the next best thing? It's freaking here. And you won't pick it up. So here's the simple reality. I realize a lot of you deserve wokeness in media, and now I realize that what we're fighting against here, it's literally you. You want this freaking woke dog crap. You want to watch The Acolyte Show. You want to watch The Last of Us. I can't even believe this. You're freaking woke and gay. Literally, you are whatever the frick you are. I think my whole audience is a bunch of black leftists. I'm pretty sure about it. I'm sure that you guys chant and worship Martin Luther King Jr. I'm pretty sure about that. Without a doubt, I am pretty certain that you guys are jerking off to Black Lives Matter. So anyways, I realize that everyone's woke. Everyone wants more wokeness. I don't know what it is, but listen, you guys have the solution. It's right at your freaking doorstep. You won't pick it up. Now, I do my videos and I enjoy doing my videos, but the simple reality that it comes down to is most of you are here so that you can jerk off to wokeness. You love these games that have dog trash stories. You don't even know a good story anymore because you won't pick up any of the alternatives. So anyways, go screw yourself. Let's get into the video. Queers and gentle queers and retards of all ages. How's it going? So, a trailer recently came out, apparently by the previous developers of BioWare, which means absolutely nothing. We've heard this many times with a bunch of different companies. It's like, who are these developers? Are they the ones who made all the decisions that made previous games really good? Because BioWare, Bethesda, Ubisoft, they all make a bunch of games and they hire a lot of people. So if you're going to tell me that, okay, from the previous developers or whatever the frick, from a previous game, it's like, is it the HR staff? Is it the community support? Is it the Q&A, right? We don't know who the frick made this, but we're going to act like, oh, it's going to be super good, bro. This is what's happened every time in the past. From the people who gave to you this random game that you don't even know who the main people are that made the game so good. They're now making a new game apart, aside from their studio. Okay, bro. I mean, sure, they got the freaking funding, but what does that actually mean? Absolutely nothing. So anyway, this is the trailer. It is Exodus, the Traveler's Creed. And bro, man, I've come down to this realization that most freaking gamers now are freaking shills. Anything comes out and immediately you want to know how you get people to love you in 10 seconds. You say, oh my gosh, this is so good. I can't wait for this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You need to be a freaking queer about it. You literally need to sit here and just be excited for everything and act like everything's going to be good. Jeez Louise. And don't even get me started about the first Descendant. The trailer was good, and a bunch of freaking queers were sitting there, and they were like, oh my gosh, just you wait for the story. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so great. It's like, bro, the game's not out yet. Chill. And then the game came out, and the story sucked. The women were sexy. Yo, what's up? Call me. But, you know, the women were not attractive. I'm sorry, the women were attractive. I'm thinking about a different game. But anyway, I mean, geez, like Intergalactic, God help us. No, there's a bunch of games. But anyways, no. Anyway, the women were attractive, but there was no story. The story sucked. And you know, you have these freaking retards. They'll sit there and say that these stories are good. And it's like, you need to see an actually good story. I don't know what is going on, but people shill like crazy nowadays, and they will say that freaking dog crap is freaking gourmet. They will say that your mommy is freaking daddy. I mean, they will do anything they can to say that something is not what it is. So, anyways, we're gonna see what this game's all about. With this trailer, I'm so fed up with the shills. There's so many of them. And again, a game like First Descendant, it didn't have a good gameplay loop. I wanted to like the game. I finished the game. I have 2 videos that will be coming out eventually on that game. Same thing for Jedi Survivor. Screw that freaking game. I can't believe there's shills for that too. I literally don't know. Who are these effing people, bro? Who the frick are these people? Golly, man. I mean, seriously, they just make stuff up. Oh, you know this dog trash game? You know Deborah Wilson is stronger or just as strong as Darth Vader? Actually, though, she is stronger than him because it's by mere luck that he defeated her. Okay, screw you. Screw what you did to Star Wars. Screw the fact that you think that women are equal to men. And screw the fact that you want Deborah Wilson to be some random Grandmaster Jedi. Makes no sense. It's stupid. It's gay. It's retarded. And she can go mano-a-mano with freaking Darth Vader. Screw you. And also on top of that, right, it was supposed to be a big deal that Starkiller could nearly defeat Darth Vader. But even Darth Vader was still stronger than Starkiller, who, I forget what he was a clone of. I thought it was a clone of Darth Vader, right? But I don't remember. Anyways, it's been a while. I played the games, don't care. I'm sure there's going to be some queer that's like, you don't remember everything about Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2? Yeah, you freaking tard. Yeah, I don't remember everything about these games. Love of God, man. I played enough games. And it's like, what, you want me to write in my freaking Hello Kitty journal? Oh, well, here's the lore to Starkiller from Star Wars Force Unleashed and his whole... I don't, bro, listen, it's just freaking retard crap to be like, oh, I remember everything. So anyways, I could go look it up. Anyways, you know what? I'm going to fill it in because I don't give a freaking crap. He is the clone of Darth Vader. And even the clone of Darth Vader cannot defeat him. But somehow Deborah Wilson can freaking defeat Darth Vader? Screw you, you freaking cuck lords. You mother effing pieces of trash. You mother effing pieces of trash. You don't love any of these games. You love your politics. And then you sit there and you act like everything's not about your politics. F you. You're a freaking egalitarian, progressive, leftist, liberal loser. Screw you. You invade our freaking games. You invade our freaking spaces. You invade our beloved franchises and you screw them all up. F yourself. Literally go in a corner and go jerk off to Twilight or go jerk off to Harry Potter. F you. Anyways, let's get into this. So this is the trailer for this game.
Preparing to transfer now.
Oh, good. We start with a woman, by the way. We start with a woman. Thank God we have a girl boss, a Karen-looking mother effer, a woman inside of armor that should be built for a man, because men, they go out and they do these kinds of missions, these sorts of jobs. But no, oh, it's now men and women. Screw you. I'm done with this freaking egalitarian melting pot horse trash. Just make it a bunch of white men in the freaking ship. End of the story. Screw you.
This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it.
Bro, I already have so much. You have people who sit there. Again, the shills are over 9,000. It's over 9,000. I don't know what it is with shills. There's so many of them nowadays. It's unbelievable. But the shills right now, they jerk off to this already. I'm going to tell you, once we're done with this, what is wrong with this mother effing trailer. I hate this trash. It's generic. It's generic dog trash. We've seen this how many times over? It means nothing. Oh my gosh, bro. I mentioned this for so many games now. Look at this. Look at the cubicle grid-like formation of, I don't know what this is, like the quantum realm or whatever. I'm gonna guess it's quantum. You see this cubicle formation of the world, or black space and black formation of walkways, pathways to go on in so many games. Immortals of Avium, Jedi Survivor, Remnant 2. I can go down a very long list. I forget some of the games now. There's so many games that do this exact theme. Even First Descendant. It's always something cubical for some. I don't know why it always has to be a cube, but it's always a cube. It's always black, and I guess we're in the quantum dimension. It's always the same thing. And this is a part of nihilistic fiction, by the way. But let's step aside from that trash for a second here. It's always the same thing. Anytime something's sci-fi, where does this come from? Is there some author I don't know about? I know that a bunch of freaking Eldritch stuff definitely comes from H.P. Lovecraft and a little bit of Geiger. I know that. But who the frick spawned this idea? And everyone's using it. It's all we get for like the last couple of years now. There's a bunch of games that just keep on coming out. And it's always Forspoken did this. There's a bunch of games that do this. Why? What is the impact? What is the literary, what is the conceptual significance of this quantum generic design where you have black cubes that form around yourself? I don't even know if it's quantum. It's the only thing I can think of, is that we're breaking behind the matrix, behind the code, and we're seeing all these cubical little formations of matter. Bro, aren't molecules like spherical? It makes no sense. You know, not all of them, whatever. They're different shapes. Why is it always cubical? It's never spherical. It's never like some weird, like silly putty creation, like a bunch of amoebas. It's always this. It's always this. It makes no sense. I don't understand. Why? Why does it always have to look like this? What is the idea? I don't understand. So, you know, this is something that we just see in a lot of our modern products now, and a lot of our modern media. Whatever this idea is, it shows itself over and over and over again. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Where the frick is this coming from, man? It's everywhere. Literally, it's always the woke stuff. By the way, it's always the woke stuff. Whenever it's made by a bunch of progressives and liberals, which are majority of the industry now because they fired everyone else and canceled them. Screw you again, leftists, you pieces of filth. And then you act like wokeness doesn't exist. Literally end yourself. Anyways, here we are. Here we are. I mean, this always shows its way. And people act like this is going to be good, by the way. They act like this is going to be good. This is freaking horse crap. We've seen this 10 times over again. There's nothing interesting about this. I think even Halo Infinite did this. Oh my God. Bro, there's so many games that do this. What the frick are we doing? My gosh, it's always the same thing. And then the enemy types. I swear I've seen these guys in so many different games. They always look androgynous. They don't have any personality, any character. Maybe this is unique compared to a lot of... But there's no character. There's no personality to it. Where is the personality to this? Oh my gosh. Again, it's this weird like matrix, like androgynous blob. Look at this. Androgynous blob abilities. Look at it. It's all these bright little. So, okay, the metal, he's spawning metal around him and it's warping to his body. Okay. I guess that's what's happening. But it always has to be shiny, always has the glow. It looks digitized in a weird way. I guess he got frozen by metal. I don't know. It's okay. Again, bro, we've seen this kind of dog trash in so many games. This is the ideas are not even that good. And then it's just rehashed, reused.
Loaded weapon.
Of course, a man has a weapon, he has a gun, and he points it at the woman because it has to be a woman. It has to be a chick that's a mercenary. She has a modern day freaking haircut, literally looking like a freaking queer looking mother effing liberal. Thank God we have to have a gender studies feminist on the team. Modern media sucks. And yet you have so many cucks out there that will purchase this for $70, $60, $50. Pathetic. This isn't even worth $10. F yourself.
Is a hell of a way
It's worth $5, and I don't even know why you would purchase
to greet
it.
your new partner.
So
Screw
you're
you.
June.
We're burning time.
What the frick? What the frick? Again, what does that mean? Hydros, okay? Am I supposed to be immersed into the world? What's Hydros? A random cafe? Why do I care about it? It has no personality. It's just a freaking neon sign, okay? What's the point?
Loaded weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
Course it's a freaking woman that's a partner to a man.
We're burning time.
Now that we're all best of friends, let's make
How are they best of friends? They met each other, they pointed guns at each other. Again, this is a storyline made for men. And now it has to share women in it as well.
You're June.
We're burning time.
Man, that nod.
Loaded weapon
That
is a
nod
hell
right
of a way to
there.
greet your new partner.
So you're June.
Oh my
burning
god.
time.
It's
Now
kind of
that we're all
funny.
best
I don't
of
know why.
friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty.
Let's make each other rich. I mean, like, why do I care? Why? What makes that an interesting story? What makes that an interesting story? Oh, let's make each other rich. Give me something that's interesting. Love of God, dude, if I wrote this, it would actually be interesting. How the frick do we hire these incompetent retards for all of it? They can't make an interesting story to save their life. My gosh.
Each other rich.
What the
I'm not
frick?
just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech.
And you have freaking cucklords that say that this is good. They will say this is a good story. I don't know what it is about these retards. You have so many shills out there. It's unbelievable. So many people shill out these trashy. You know what this is though? This is feminist literature now in our gaming. Because this guy's literally a main character from a feminist freaking romance. Not all romance novels are basically feminist, but you get the point. From a freaking crappy romance novel. It's a freaking main character from a romance novel. That's all we're getting here. Oh my gosh.
Now that we're
Same trash all the time. It's always some guy that women want. Oh my gosh, that's my dream, man. That's my Chad. Oh my, is that Brad? Oh my god, I can't wait to marry him. Freaking pathetic.
all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech.
It's always the same themes. It's always the same characters. It's always the same bright lights, abilities. It's always the same stuff. Again, what's interesting
I'll get
about
away
this?
with
What's
celestial
interesting
tech.
about his powers? Okay, quantum powers, I guess. All right, so I stepped away for 2 seconds. But anyways, so right here, I guess we've got a genetically modified bear that has armor, which I guess you could call is a space bear. But like, how does this make this game more interesting? How is it that you're actually lost into, let's say, the fantasy or the fiction, what's going on here. I just don't see, how is this interesting? How is this compelling? How is this, I know that there's probably a shill somewhere out there that's going to, I guess, moisten their pearls to this, but who actually cares about this?
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired. Many thanks again for your help.
Okay, genetically modified frogs. So I guess story's gonna have something to do with
Should have been honest.
genetically modifying animals, probably treating it like an ark. A lot of robots, so I don't know. I guess robotic civilization, treating it as an ark.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
So that's it. And it's on all of the consoles. So, yeah, I don't know what this is. This looks like a weird eldritch kind of being. I don't know. I mean, to me, it looks like the, I forget what they're called. They're the, in Lovecraft's stuff, these, I think this kind of idea, it's whatever the thralls are beneath the elder gods. I forget what they're called though right now. I'm forgetting the name, but yeah, those guys were, it looks like that to me. So it looks like a mixture of eldritch, I guess, and whatever crappy quantum ideas that we keep on getting in a lot of our modern fiction. And then I guess this guy's the villain, which, again, like, what is interesting about this story? Why are we engaged with this? And what is it that we barely have an idea of who these characters actually are? What do they actually represent? What are the archetypes that they're fulfilling? We don't have an idea of that. And who the frick is this dude? We have no idea what he means. What is his significance? I mean, is it just an older version of this guy? Is that what it is? So is it time travel? But it's like, what actually makes any of this interesting? I mean, yeah, it just looks like an older him. I think that's all it's meant to be. Roughly the same outfit, I guess you could say. I have no idea. But like, what is actually interesting about this? This is the issue. Is that a lot of people are shilling for this. A lot of people are saying, oh wow, I can't wait for this. Oh wow, this is going to be so good. It's like, what are you getting here? I mean, what is actually compelling that's going on here?
Target acquired. Many thanks again.
And then again, I don't know what it is about the frogs, but I don't know if the frogs are going to speak or not. But all right. I mean, it just seems like to me they're doing genetic modification. I don't know for what reason, but it's like, again, there's no idea. There's like a bunch of symbolism, imagery to the trailer, but there's no actual story that we can get a sense of. So this is the issue, is that everyone right now, they're acting like this is going to be really great, that this is going to be groundbreaking, this game, that thank God BioWare is, or the whatever previous developers of BioWare, again, like who, we don't know who, but they're working on this. But it's like, okay, you know, you don't get the sense of adventure and imagination like you do from Mass Effect in this game. So, you know, Mass Effect had hot chicks, that's for one. Shepard as a pretty decent main character for the most part. Had an interesting world, interesting alien species. In this, okay, genetically modified animals, some dude who might be the villain, but we really don't have an idea of the antagonist or who is, or really what is the story even about? See, this is the issue with a lot of modern games. We don't have a freaking clue what the story's about. And the weapons, by the way, they don't look that imaginative. I mean, I'm seriously starting to think that no one cares about really coming across as unique or original. It seems like we're way past originality, uniquity in our games and our stories. Here, I'm just going to play the whole trailer over again. I'm going to play it muted though. But I mean, like, the spaceship there looks interesting, but like, I don't care about this Karen in space. The armor outfit, I think we've seen better in other games like Andromeda, Halo. I think we've seen better in, let's say, Warhammer. So, and it just looks like, okay, so we're going to traverse areas a lot like other games, but it doesn't even look that interesting to traverse. We have a college lesbian feminist who's going to be on our team.
Got away with celestial tech.
And again, we're getting generic powers that we've seen in a bunch of games. We're going up against a bear. All right.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
And again, these people are so bland. They're barely characters. It's just like, in past games, you would get the idea that these people were characters, that they actually meant something. Here, no idea. There's no such concept. Wait, what does this guy say? Let's see.
You should have been honest. This place is forbidden.
Forbidden.
The price is death.
Whatever, man. It literally means nothing. What it means to be a traveler, whatever. Oh my god, bro, it feels like Mass Effect Andromeda. He's using a special space glove that gives him, he can wield certain powers. That's Andromeda. I mean, so is this the previous developers from Andromeda? Is that why they said previous developers and they didn't say from what studio on which game? It just looks like, bro, what is that? You had some people, they came from Final Fantasy 15 when they made Forspoken, okay? Which was obviously, Forspoken was a trash game, but you can tell that there was a lot of reused assets from Final Fantasy 15 and they put it into Forspoken. So this is my question, is like, how much are we just going to get that's rewashed horse crap, right? That's my genuine question. Don't know. But that's the issue, is that we're just getting a lot of rehashed dog crap. None of this is imaginative. None of this is taking my imagination. It's making me like, who's that villain? Who's the main character? Who's the hero? Who's of the story? Who's the, what's that random thing? What's this thing? What's that? There's nothing that makes me sit here and say, I want to play this game. There's no hot women, no sexy chicks. All the women are Karens. What the frick? I'm sorry, they are empowered feminist girl bosses, right? So what the frick makes this game interesting? Why is anyone going to pick it up? No one is. That's the point. It's so disappointing, whatever this is. And I cannot believe right now that people are blowing wind up this game's freaking urethra.